Could've been to prison. No more remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded. Soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now. Ain't I? Work a plan now. Can't I?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start to drive with White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week. And then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. It'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th.
On second down, they'll run with White. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Block that.
Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you do I ever.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Take it in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The Packers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Wilson. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the intercept. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They run with a 2nd-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. Those defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Throwing Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Jones throw taken in here by Chase. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something else.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
From the 17, Wilson. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Wilson.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And a throw right sideline is complete.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 47 yards.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys that catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Ja'Marr Chase
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. Touchdown!
Ja'Marr Chase
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants!
Breece Hall
from 3 yards out.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Wilson's throw into the hands here of Hardman. He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They go play action with Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To try again after the sack. Wilson. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14. 18.
In motion right is Wilson. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And it's caught. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Wilson will throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Alert.
Now Wilson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bryant. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is third and goal.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead now down to 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Jones.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Jamar Chase.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
14. Alert.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Run it. 36 power. Deeper.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get
into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
14, got it. Slow down. There. Hey, look. Cut.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
19. Look that. Hey, 0. Go, 14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing is Wilson. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd and goal, Wilson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
35.
go play action now. Wilson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here. Yeah,
because this ball game is over. Play action. Now Wilson.
Open man Hamler. That's complete.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And now here's another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Now Marshall coming in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there. A big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Throwing, Jones.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 16.
Off the play fake. Jones.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They'll look to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
On 1st down, Wilson.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Wilson. He's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. To throw again is Wilson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead now down to 20. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 24, Jones.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
He's at the 40, 20, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and then cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. They're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.